Hey everybody, Greg from Start to Survive here, and I just wanted to show you guys the kit that I keep inside my truck that is for any type of repair that I could possibly do if my truck should get broke down on the side of the road. So this just kind of sets, I have a dual cab truck here, so this just kind of sets between the front seats and the rear seat here. So I have the kit for the truck if the truck should break down, and if the truck should break down and I can't fix it, and I am in a perplexed situation where I can't get to where I need to be via the truck, I have the kit for me, which is, this is my get home bag. And you guys have probably seen this before if you've watched any of the videos. And so I don't understand. I actually have a lot of friends who are mechanics and have been mechanics for a very long time. And pretty much all the guys either carry have a toolbox on their truck or in their car, in their trunk. They have some type of tools to help them should they break down on the side of the road or something. But you would be amazed how many of them don't have one of those. And I just, to me, why would you have a kit for your vehicle and not have a kit for yourself? I mean, to me, it's almost crazy that people don't have some type of kit that would aid them if they should be in some type of situation where the vehicle's broke down, and let's just say that you're going on a trip somewhere and, God forbid something should happen. You don't know anybody. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and you can't get in touch with a wrecker or company or anybody to come help you. You're going to need some stuff, either if you stay with the vehicle, which is probably the smart move, or if you should take off on foot, which is, I would think, would not highly be suggested. But if you have to stay a few hours in your vehicle until 6 or 7 the next morning, 5 or 6 hours, you're going to need a few things to aid you in staying. If you've got a little bit of food, a little bit of water, if you've got some extra shelter, if you've got, for some reason or another, if the vehicle should catch on fire and you should have to get away from the vehicle, or whatever the situation may be, you're just going to need some things to help you during that time frame that you're kind of out on your own. So, and God forbid should you have to, walk home or anything like that. So just wanted to show you this real quick. And also just wanted to show you how I normally keep it. I generally keep the toolbox, which is very, very heavy and has a lot of really heavy tools in it on the bottom next to the floorboard, so it doesn't move around a whole lot. And then I keep my get home bag up on top of it because the items in it are a lot more fragile and a lot more light, and it just makes it readily accessible if I should need anything while I'm out on the road. Okay, so we're back inside the studio here, which is our spare bedroom. And I just wanted to make this video to kind of stress the importance of having some type of kit, regardless of what type of kit it is, inside your vehicle. Now, for every person, this kit is going to be different, so you need to kind of customize these items. But I would think like the very basic things that you would want to have is some type of blanket or some other type of shelter should you have to leave your vehicle for some type of reason, say the car may catch on fire or something like that. And like I said, these are worst case scenarios. In most cases, vehicles just don't burst into flames for any type of reason, but you can never tell what type of automotive type of situation you're going to get into and what type of breakdown it is, because there are flammable fluids involved in vehicles. Automatic transmission fluid is extremely flammable, power steering fluid, gasoline, of course, and there are some other things that can catch fire too, but those are the basics. So a fire extinguisher would also be a very, very good idea to have in a very basic kit. Of course, a spare tire, a jack, and capability to jack the vehicle up and take the tire off and change out the spare should you have a flat tire, and a can of Fix-A-Flat would be probably a pretty good basic item as well. If you have children, I would suggest having backup food and water for yourself and your children, and maybe something to kind of keep their mind occupied, like a Game Boy or whatever the latest handheld thing, which is probably a cell phone. But anything that keep their mind occupied so that they're not stressed out and they don't bring your stress level up any higher than what it already is, should you be broke down on the side of the road or some other type of situation happened where you actually need to stay with your vehicle, which would be another tip I would highly recommend. If you're broke down, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you can't get in touch with anybody or any type of business or record service or whatever the case may be to come get you and get you out of your predicament into a safe place, I would strongly suggest staying with the vehicle. Get as far off the road as you can, turn on your hazard lights, and stay with the vehicle. It'll be much easier to find you in your car, okay, and safe, and it's a built-in shelter device, even in a lightning storm. So if you leave your vehicle, you take the risk, especially if you're on an interstate or a busy highway, you risk the possibility of getting hit by a car or some other type of debris flying off of the road. So staying with your vehicle would be a very, very good tip as well. And only leave the vehicle if you absolutely, positively have to. So those are just some of my suggestions and some of my thoughts on it. My wife does not have a get home bag in her vehicle. She has a blanket, some basic tools, Fix-A-Flat, pretty much all the things that we discussed. And she also has a small first aid kit, which is another item that you may think of putting in your vehicle as well. So anyway, that's my thoughts on improvised get home bag for your vehicle if you should need one. And if you guys have any questions or comments about this or have any other suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys watching as always. Stay cool, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing to the channel for future updates.